Okay. Um, so we've had a little problem. File got corrupted. So I'll basically just be doing this little video here, trying to not recreate, but just have some proof on YouTube if this is like the one in a million run where it actually goes somewhere and I can upload my run for like the Hall of Fame or whatever. And I guess this will give me like a few moments to talk about like the stream in general, right? Because I love this game a lot, and lately it's been what I've been looking for, uh, what I wait to do after work every day, basically. And sometimes when stuff like this happens, where the game crashes, you get like really dumb stuff inside of the game as well. Even though I shouldn't call it that, like, it happens for a reason, you know. But something that gets my emotions really like showing, I feel like can be taken the wrong way. And this kind of video is more about like the talk of my uh day with the game. It's a game that I love very much. I haven't had this much fun trying to nuzlocke a game like I have with Platinum Kaizo. I think it's super well made, at least until the part that I've been, which is Gardenia. I haven't been super far yet. And the very few bad things that I have is more player related than actual game mechanic. Sometimes it gets a little funky, especially with all like the AI bug. There's like so much to keep track of, especially since I haven't been nuzlocking for a while. Like learning all of this can get a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but if you want to be like one of the ghosts that can actually like be good at the game, become a better player, like think for yourself of your own strategies and the own Pokemon that can be good. Find something that no one else has even dared to think about. These are all stuff that we play for, right? We play for the moment, for the planning, for the big brains, for everything it could be, anything it could be, really. And they got me thinking that I wouldn't play this game by myself. I've been a really like quiet person and like I guess reserved. And it might not show at all on stream because I feel like even if there would be like 10,000 people watching, like, yeah, maybe I'll get a little chitters in my pants, you know. Um, Nothing weird about that, right? But it would still be way better in my head than if I was just locking this game in silence, right? I would never mindlessly reset for a starter like I'm about to do over and over again if I was just playing by myself, right? Like the reason you want to do this is also like it proves to yourself that it is legitimate and like you can do it. And I guess it's just like the most fun way to play the game, honestly. Even if people are or aren't watching, like just being here talking even to myself like this kind of opens up my eyes that this is the most fun way to play the game. This is a really good turtle. I'm gonna run that. And I'm gonna not forget to level it up this time and have it die to like a random wild Pokemon. But yeah, it's sometimes it gets a lot when you feel like you're getting bad lucky as well. There's always ways to play around it. Like, okay, you can't play around everything. I should rephrase that. Like, if the only way for like an opponent is to get like a crit to crit with like a status, chances are it won't happen, right? But when that does happen, you feel like, is there really nothing else I could do? And if you really, like, truly believe that the answer is yes, there was nothing else you could do, it's probably, like, a player issue, like, realistically. Or your plan was just not great to begin with, right? Like, sometimes, in a game like this, especially, it's, like, impossible to take on, like, every single factor. You always have to play, like, against the odds at times, and sometimes you have like way more possibilities than you could imagine. But that also comes with experience and like knowing how the game works, right? So I feel like especially for someone like me who's like just getting started, it can be like pretty overwhelming at times. This is counter number 1. We got a static. That's pretty good, right? Maybe not right now, but I feel like that's pretty good. Just having an electric type to bait ground moves. If you also have the ground resistant immunities that this game demands. I think also, can I catch this? This game requires to have a lot of mons good against ground and fighting, I feel like. You'll be Light Bulb. Nicknaming after random items. I think this could be a light bulb. I mean, it's in the light right? But back to the train of thoughts. Um, I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of mons will have random ground and fight coverage, or will simply be fight and ground. I think part of the reason is that um, weirdly enough, bugs are really good in this game. I feel like you always want at least like 2 or 3 bugs at all times in your box. And obviously that goes on like further and further into the run, right? And I guess some other mods, like bug flying is really, really good because it can resist both of those typings. And most other mons won't resist those typings. It's a problem. The exception to this is the Sacred Wormadam, right? Because you have to protect. You're only weak to fire because Bugsuit is a crack typing. And it's the only mon who learns to protect in the game, right? It's like the most important mon you have to have for double battles. And hopefully we get one here. That's a 4% Sandshrew. We'll take that. That means we can delay in the cave for fossil fishing, hopefully. Or rock smash. Both are good. You'll be a Lego, right? For now. Not really as a Sand Splash, but as a Sandshrew, you'll be a Lego. What was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, Wormadam being the GOAT. It can just do a bunch. can switch into a lot of different things. You can bait a lot of different things. That most of these mons that you get in this game surprisingly like synergizes well with Wormadam, if I can put it like that. You get a lot of water type. What else? It's like neutral to fight and ground, but like I say, you get typing that can also resist that in other bug types and like flying type. We're gonna try to go for a honey tree here, I think. Since we already got a Sandshrew, and having a bug type for the gym would be really good. Hopefully it's still a Burmy. Burmy female, okay. That's really good. We have a really solid team right now. Hopefully it can stay like that. That seems pretty defensive as well. Unless Mareep is just that weak physically. Oh my god. Okay, let's go into this. Catch it. Let's just throw great balls. We're kind of too big on their mons to mess around. Also, another thing that I was talking about before, this is just cotton candy. Let's write it the right way this time, not cotton candy, but cotton candy. Just because you beat something once, like really easily, like I did earlier, I wasn't even paying attention to the dock anymore, and I swapped my Aron into a low kick, and it got a max roll and died, which ultimately made me lose my run. Was really heartbreaking. But at the same time, you can say like however much bullshit I was. That's entirely on my fault for having that happen to me. And it's kind of just those little things where sometimes you think you're fine or you don't worry about it because like the first time went well or something and you think you can always like have the best course of action. But that's really not the case, especially with Pokemon. Because even if you would have the exact same party against the exact same opponent, same stats, same move, everything, just the nature of Pokemon having like damage rolls, secondary effect, and other random stuff like that really makes a difference. Like the play style, right? How you approach the game. That's why there's always that meme of like player on the crit, like all these kind of stuff. Like sometimes if you're not prepared or like things really does going the way you don't want it to, you get like a crit or two, or you get paralyzed or whatever it may be, confused. Those things can happen, but you always have backup plans, right? You always have to have something to go out to, or like another way to deal with the problem. And if you don't, that's where you have to think, like, was my plan really good? Did I really get that unlucky that it made me lose the run? Or did I just not, like, prepare as well as I should have? Or did as good as usual? Those all become, like, little things that can float into your mind, which has been happening to me, especially with this game. I was, like, not really sure at times what I should do. Even if I have, like, incredible fun with the game, right? This is probably one of my favorite ROMhack of all time. And it's still like in the early days of PK. And like when stuff like that happens, it does get demoralizing at first. That's for sure. But it also like encouraged me to like always be better or like do better, learn more, plan my fights better than I did. You always have to like push one step further to like really make it out there. better, you know? And I might be a no one, a nobody who speaks his mind clearly and talks as if he knows everything. And maybe no one will ever see this video, or like not think twice about what a random person says on the internet, right? But it's just something that still, I feel like for myself needs to be said on a video, so I can always go back and kind of look at my own mistake, or like find my train of thought to like always do better. Not necessarily to like guide someone or anything like that. More to just remind me that like, yeah, there's mistakes that can happen. There's like a bunch of dumb shit that Pokemon can throw at you, right? It won't ever always go your way. But what can you expect for a game with that much RNG, right? If you expect more, you get disappointed. If you expect less, the game's probably become unfun for you, right? There's like no reason you get to play the game anymore. And that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about, at least like to myself, where there's always a spot where I can go back and watch, right? Can always like uh get into a clear state of mind before starting another run or whatever it may be. Even if I don't watch the video, just thinking that I've made a video like this while I'm flying through the beginning of the game, trying to save my corrupted save file, you know? There's always something that can be done. It's not always lost. You're not always gonna be unlucky, and you're not always gonna have bad RNG, right? Like, you have to know when, or like, you have to realize when RNG balances out, right? You might have gotten, like, put to sleep 5 turns in a fight, but you might wake up and flinch the opponent twice, you know? And you would be like, oh my god, I'm so lucky that this happened. Like, yeah, you were lucky. You were both unlucky and lucky. Like, there's nothing realistically you can do about that. You just have to, like, play the game. And if that's the path you want to take, then yeah, then you played into that luck, right? I mean, I guess we can grab here first. And then we'll grab the cat. Hopefully we get Love Disc again, so we can just finish on the other route. Nice. That's what we want. Let's go to you. Nature power should be like dive, right? Hydro pump. Okay. Not what I was expecting. What are you doing laying down there? Sorry, I turned around and my cat is just laying flat on his back on the floor. Gonna have to take a picture of that real quick. Okay. I had to call his name so he can look at me. Now the picture has been uploaded on the internet. Really cool. This is basically a heart. There's like no other nickname we can give this. Right? So, timid. I haven't looked at a single Pokemon. I just realized that. Let's do that. Sassy. Oh my goodness gracious. That's Sandshrew. Sassy is little. Hey! Doing that, bro. Naive. Less special defense, more speed, I guess. Gentle. Less defense, more special defense, but this is the fucking monster. And timid. So this is kind of bad. I guess that's the only bad one, right? The rest is realistically really good. Then we're missing Twin Leaf. Twin Leaf, Sand Jump, and the other fishing spot. Which this time we didn't get Spheal, right? Or do we have Spheal? We also got Skitty, which is the best one here. What did I call you earlier? Cushion? Because Delcatty looks like it has a cushion around its neck. So I wanted to call you Cushion. And now we're missing 3 encounters. And yeah, that's basically it for like my small little rant that will probably not impact anyone except myself, I guess. Or like for any random person that just might land on their feed and actually decides to click the video and watch the whole thing. Or if maybe this run actually does go somewhere and I have to upload the whole thing for Hall of Fame or whatever it is. Just the best way to like improve is don't give up. Just keep playing the game. And always look at your mistake. Always look at what other players are doing. Even if you quote unquote copy them, even if your stat or whatever are not exactly the same. It's still like good knowledge and you have to think for yourself like why would this player do that, or like what do I get for doing that myself? For this encounter, there's not really a big difference in Perugly and Persian, right? It's just Persian gets fake out a little earlier and learns like dark moves. It also learns Pursuit, but I don't think that's useful, right? Body Slam, Sucker Punch. You also get Sucker Punch on Perugly. Perugly is a little bit more bulky as well. I think I like that more. So we'll stay on nighttime here. Okay, we get Farfetch. This guy was pretty good last time I had him, so I'm really happy to see him again. And I think both abilities are good on this guy. I think both Super Luck and Scrappy is good. I used this guy on my legendary 2-mon sweep on Rourke with Farfetch and Sunflora. I used Farfetch as attack on Bonsly. It got the kill, and then when Cranidos came in, it break crit. And it got a kill on Cranidos, and then Corsola comes in after that. So I was able to go Sunflora and set up on that guy and sweep the whole gym with him. So yeah, that was pretty intense, if I can say so. We're gonna get the last 3 encounters. We have Spiel, right? Yeah. No, we don't have Spiel this run. So there is a chance we get Spiel while fishing instead of Finion this time. That would be a little bit unfortunate. I really want to try Finion, and the one that I just got, say, as you saw at the beginning, the save file corrupted, right? So I still never had to try Finion early game. That's why I always fish for Leftis first, but I always get the stupid Goldeen. So we'll just try to get the fishing rod out of the way first. Because that's probably what's going to take the longest, right? Talking about Finion as well, I really hope it's Swift Swim because it looks amazing for Gardenia if you can get U-turn on it at 28. If you can delay the evolution until 28. U-turn, obviously you bait grass move and we don't get to try it, unfortunately. But if this guy is Ice Body, it's also a really good Pokemon, right? Because of all the Hail Spot in the game. You would think it's not relevant. Relevant? But a lot of trainers also just have Snover or like ways to set up the snow. So like having like that regeneration slowly accumulating is really nice. And then we'll have one final one here. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a 4%. We've gotten really lucky this run as I record my corrupted save file. Maybe it was a way to show me to don't give up and speak your mind more often, right? Surely that's what it meant. The thing is, I would have to check. Is this as good as Nidoqueen for the Rotom? Why does it not give me Nidoran Male? Okay, thank you. You... Oh, but you get Mold Breaker, right? Yeah, you get Mold Breaker, so you can hit him with Ground Move instead. And you learn Earth Power. That's interesting. If you wait until 23 to evolve Nidorino, you get Earth Power and Poison Jab. So your moveset would be like... double kick. Yeah, I don't know. Double kick. Acid, I guess, if you want a special poison type move. Poison jab and earth power or something like that. Yeah, seems really good. Also, Nidorino learns Head Smash. But I think we always want Nidoqueen for Gardenia, right? This is just a really amazing encounter. And I think from now on, even if this run doesn't make it far, I think I'll still upload this video no matter what. And it'll always be there to remind me about what I just talked about. To like keep your mind, always play to your outs, always try to find the best possible solution, even if it takes more time than you want it to, because that's what the really good players do as well. What kind of item could this be? I guess a... what kind of item could this be? What's spiky? And poisonous. I have no idea. I just kind of want to name this one back to Ruler Male. I mean, it's a ruler, surely, with his horn on his head. That's kind of amazing. I really like the mons we just got. And we don't even need to go up to 204 for a grass type or for the cave because we already got Sandshrew and we got Sandshrew, we got Wormadam, we got Grottle. So what is it? We already have like Granados answer, Laleep answer, potential Struckle answer, or whatever. I don't think I'm bringing this to the gym. We have Solo answer with Grottle. We have Love This for Shuckle if we need to. I think this guy, depending on how good it is, can also deal with the Gibble. But yeah, we are gonna check everyone out again. Just to have like a small reminder. Let's keep the new guys at the bottom. So it's a bigger surprise. Let's put them in order of what we got. It's all of this, right? So let's check on the turtle first. This was our starter. Sassy nature plus special defense minus speed, but we have good speed at IVs. This is really good. Got armor. And we have this guy, naive, the opposite, plus speed minus the death. Which I think is fine. It might come in handy. Who knows? This guy is gentle, plus Spadef, again, minus defense, but his IVs are absolutely cracked. It's max HP, which is really good. Its lowest IV is 19, so that should tell you how good it is. Sassy Sandshrew, I've just realized this might not live to it from Granny Dose, but what am I gonna do about it? And it's definitely not gonna kill, huh? It's 0 attack. We might need an Aeron or something for that. This is Adamant Stadium. It's really good stat. The Hyper Voice is gonna hurt a little less, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. It's a female Q charm, which we don't need as well. Timid, love this. Why are you? Wait. Timid, love this. Plus speed is really nice, of course. Minus attack doesn't really matter. We're max special attack, basically. No HP. Quiet Farfetch. This one really hurts. It's scrappy, but it's fine. It's high attack and has special defense for what it's worth. Medium defense. This might still be used for a sack on Bonsly, I'm not going to lie. And if it baits Granidos, we can just break it, and then Sandshrew will definitely one hit the Granidos, which is nice. And then we have the Thick Fat Steel, Rash Nature. Thick Fat is a little bit unfortunate, but it's still really good. It has its use. Oh yeah, and this guy. Bold. That sucks. That one hurts a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But at least it still has high attack. IVs, really high HP. Low special attack and speed, which sucks, but it's a Nidoking. It's still gonna be good, right? Overall, pretty happy with this box, especially with how all the IVs are distributed. We don't even need to keep anyone low level because we already have Sandshrew, so we don't need to repellment it, right? And that's basically gonna be it for this video. It's just like a quick way to catch up with what I've lost on the corrupted save file. At least we have a beginning for next stream, right? And a nice introductory video for the YouTube if we need it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.